everyone. My name is Eric Gonzalez and I am the Communications Director here with YWAM Trang. I've been serving with YWAM Trang for 2 years now alongside my beautiful wife, and recently we welcomed our first son into the world and named him Hudson, after James Hudson Taylor, the missionary to China and founder of the China Inland Mission. One of my favorite stories regarding Hudson Taylor is about a drowning man, which he shares to a Christian assembly in 1865. Being 33 years old at the time and zealous for the dying souls of the unreached world, Hudson's goal was to shock his hearers out of their lethargic indifference about missions. So he begins to share a story about a Chinese friend named Peter, whom he had been spending the previous evening evangelizing. The two were traveling via boat alongside the coast of China. At one point, Peter falls over, and to Hudson's shock, no one seems to care. They do stop the boat, however, but Hudson's attempts to save the man's life are fruitless. When all hope seems lost, Hudson spots some fishermen nearby using a dragnet, the exact thing needed in the moment to save Peter's life. "Come quickly, a man is drowning," Hudson shouts. But the fishermen's response was disheartening. "It's not convenient," they replied. For the next few moments, Hudson pleads and bargains with the fishermen to abandon their apathetic indifference and to aid in saving Peter's life, who was only sinking deeper and deeper into the black abyss. The men agreed to save the man's life in return for money, which Hudson quickly agrees to. But by the time the net was cast and Peter was brought up, it was a little too late. Peter was dead. As Taylor told this story to the congregation, what do you think their reaction was? And what's your reaction? For the men and women at the assembly, a fiery indignation and revulsion came upon them. But this is exactly what Taylor thought would happen. In fact, he drives the point home saying, "Is the body of so much more value than the soul? We condemn those heathen fishermen. We say they are guilty of the man's death because they could have easily have saved him, but they did not. But what of us when we leave millions to perish, and that eternally? And what of the plain command that God has given to go into all the world and preach the gospel to every creature?" As we obey the command of God to go into all the nations, we as YWAM Trang have been led to Thailand and its forgotten south. Thailand is home to 72 million people, with 94% of them being Buddhist. The language is so distinct here that only 1% of the world speak it. And if that were not difficult enough, the South is home to some of the greatest need with the fewest amount of missionaries. With thousands of years of idol and ancestral worship, it seems like the odds are clearly stacked against us. But that is not an issue for our God, for we believe that God has commanded us with this very purpose: to bring about the obedience of faith among the unreached nations by mobilizing, discipling, and going. This is Marie Parks. She is part of the base eldership team, and she's here to answer some very important questions. Marie, how are we going to go about accomplishing our vision?
That's a great question. So our ministry is summarized by 3 words: mobilize, disciple, and go. And as YWAM Trang, we're passionate about raising up young believers, training, equipping, and sending them out into the nations. Our new base facility actually enables us to do just that, as we host outreach teams and also host our very own discipleship training schools right here. Right now, we currently need $1,350 to cover our base facility needs per month. Having our base facility needs covered on a monthly basis is essential for us in order to accomplish the vision of making Jesus famous in the nations. With that said, we would like to invite each and every one of you watching this video to prayerfully consider partnering with us, shouldering these burdens alongside of us. We truly need individuals, families, and churches to fill in the gaps that we cannot fill on our own. And by doing that, we truly believe that you will be turning the tide of the current state of world missions today.
The congregation of Hudson Taylor's day were appalled by the fishermen's failure to save the drowning man's life, yet they were unable to see the log within their own eye, neglecting the millions of lives without gospel access.
But we believe, have seen, and experienced that God is leading His people to prioritize the needs of the nation. Finally, we would like to implore all of you once again to bring this need to your Heavenly Father and respond as His Spirit leads you.
So thank you on behalf of our entire YWAM Trang family in partnering with us and in remembering the neediest red.
Hello everyone, thank you so much for watching this video and for prayerfully deciding to give. The first thing you will do is head on over to YWAMmontana.org, which is linked in the bottom of this video, and click donate in the top right page. Then you'll be taken to a page where you will choose whether to give multiple times a year or once, and you will have the option to create an account or log in. Then you will be taken to our giving page where you will enter in the amount that you would like to give, and then be sure to scroll through all the missionaries and select YWAM Trang. After that, all you need to do is to fill in the rest of your information, and it's as easy as that. Thank you for giving, and God bless.